Star Trek Lower Decks continues to be one of the most welcome surprises coming out of the Star Trek universe. My initial reaction to Lower Decks wasn't a great one, but by season's end, it became one of the shows I look forward to most. The same continues through a mostly great season, capped off by today's review of the Season 2 finale, First Contact. While I've continued to make mention of other Trek's use of end of the world, or in most cases, end of the universe plot devices, First Contacts does something much different. In the episode, Captain Sonia Gomez and her crew of the USS Archimedes are on their way to make first contact when a solar flare renders the ship useless. The ship is on course for the planet with countless lives at stake and poses the greatest challenge yet to the Cerritos crew.
Planetary damage, it'll be catastrophic.
Rescuing the Archimedes before it collides with the planet. The episode, written by series creator Mike McMahon, is exactly what I've wanted in the new Trek universe. An episode-based conflict that requires the entire crew to have their wits about them in order to solve the larger conflict. This means seeing Ransom pilot the ship in a reference to Discovery and Abrams' Star Trek, Tendi giving Mariner a rousing speech, and Boimler risking it all in the first on-screen appearance of the Seditation Ops. The episode's ticking clock of 20 hours until impact means the stakes are at an all-time high, but the Star Trek's brilliant optimism prevails. The decision to strip down the ship and fly it blind was unexpected, but really neat. It added tension I wouldn't otherwise feel in a comedic Trek cartoon. Quite a few other things are going on in the episode, including, perhaps most importantly, Captain Freeman's positioning into Starfleet, which leads to an unexpected twist. I could be wrong, but I do believe this is probably the first cliffhanger in the new Trek era, and honestly, my mouth was wide open when it happened. The scale of consequences attached to such action was completely unexpected, and I really hope the writing team takes this a decent distance. Last season's USS Titan introduction didn't really leave much aftertaste going into the second season, and I'm hoping with stakes this large, the team capitalizes. I was also a really big fan of the return of Captain Gomez. I've hit on new Trek's constant ability to bring up things you know for jokes, but this deep-rooted reference to a Season 2 episode of The Next Generation is pure brilliant.
Oh, no! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Captain.
I'm okay. Please don't. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. I've done way worse in front of much more intimidating captains.
In any case, the decision to have past characters live on an animation form is simply genius, and I'm all here for it. This leads me to possibly my favorite joke, and one I'm telling myself that Mike McMahon wrote for me.
Like Jadzia Dax?
Who the f is that? I don't know who that is. No, like Spock. It means a lot more experiments.
This is something I've bagged on time and time again for the show doing. This meta-commentary and realization the show is doing it makes it that much better. So hats off to the writing team for making this happen. Of course, it wouldn't be a Lower Decks review without me mentioning the absolutely gorgeous animation throughout. I've always been massively impressed with the beauty of the animation, and the season finale holds nothing back. First Contact might just be my favorite episode of New Trek. It embodies the all for one, one for all mentality of putting your heads together to solve a problem. It requires the entire team to think together and to complete the task. With the show's surprising amount of diversion, I honestly wasn't sure if the Archimedes would be saved. By the end, it was, and it resulted in a meaningful first contact, one that almost left me teary-eyed.
And I come in...
Laperia welcomes you! We must drink!
The cliffhanger, while completely unexpected, does set up for a rather interesting Season 3. Lower Deck's decision to use the Pakleds as the series' bad guy will go in a direction I don't believe many expected. The episode didn't have to rely on over-the-top comedy bits or meaningless fan service, which shows a real confidence in the development of these characters. I have no idea what will happen next, but I do know I can't wait.